Hi Poopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni, ASMR. Welcome back to your video. So before this begins, be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell. And check out my website, tonybomboni.com, to book your own services from me. Right now, more than ever, your support is appreciated. That's the best way to support me to keep going, to keep producing videos for you. I'm going to start making daily videos again very soon, starting probably end of December. So keep an eye out for those. And again, just your support, booking my services, and I'll go into that very soon, is very important now more than ever, and I'll explain as to why in this video. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So while this video is going on, I will be sipping on some Pepsi. I don't really drink soda anymore, but I brought it out just to finish the last of it. And my new holiday cup, it's like a thin red glass. I really love it. It's like purpley color. So cheers, you guys. Cheers. Merry Christmas. As you can see, my tree's behind me. And cheers to officially being alone, my first week alone in my own house. It's so satisfying to say. It's like my house. Like, it feels weird to say. But as you know, I was living with family for quite the time. They were living here with me. And, well, they decided to get a place of their own, so I will respect that decision. I was a bit concerned because it's such a big house that financially I wouldn't be okay. But I think I'll be fine as long as I keep producing content, and like always, and it's just some like last minute worries you get. Like, I had these worries when I first moved out on my own, but then I ended up being fine. So, I feel like I'm in a much better position nowadays than back then. So, again, I think I will be okay, but I am not moving. I'm doing anything I can to sustain for myself, and we'll see what happens. So, I do believe blessings come my way, and I have my faith, so that keeps me going, right? But this is basically going to be an update video. I have a list of 10 things here that I need to speak on and update you guys with. I forgot to change my shirt. Okay, I was supposed to have a different shirt with a scarf, but it's okay because it's actually warm today. For December 14th, it's actually pretty warm outside, so I don't want to sweat in this video. But it's great to be back. It's great to, for the first time in a long time, film alone and out in the open. Like, usually I film in my studio because it's quiet and there's always people making noise in the kitchen or whatever, but I don't have to deal with that anymore. But that's the first thing I want to talk about, though, before I get ahead of myself. I do like to organize my thoughts, especially when I have a lot to say. There's Poopsie right there, so if you hear her making noise, that's why. So I want to talk about my website, okay? And why support is more important now more than ever. So when I needed help the most back in 2017 of March, you guys have donated an incredible amount of money to my YouTube channel. In one day, I was receiving somewhere around $4,000, and it just blew my mind, the amount of support you guys gave me back then. So that really helped me at the time pay my rent and, take care of responsibilities. Now, I'm not on here to beg. Again, like I said, I have a feeling I will be just fine, and based on my calculations and my monthly budget, income, etc., I should be okay and more than okay, if that makes sense. So, but part of me still has that feeling that I should, just in case, like start promoting my services more. So if you just happen to see TonyBomboni.com in every video, there's a reason for that. I have every right to sponsor myself. No one's gonna sponsor me and pay my bills. I do sometimes, but I can't rely on that. So that's the whole purpose. I created my website beginning of last year, was to sponsor myself, was to provide a service for you. I don't want to ask for money for free. That's not what this is about. I produce content on here and you guys watch, and it's an equal give and share. And I produce content on other websites, and there's a reason for that, so I can sustain for myself, and I had a feeling this would happen. I had a feeling I'd end up alone again, because I'm 26. I can't live with family forever, Like I said, this is not my first time living alone, so I don't have those initial fears, but my fear more was financially, like, this is an expensive life, I guess. I didn't realize I would come to this and have to take care of all of these responsibilities on my own, but I work hard for a reason, and I work almost every day for a reason, because I want to sustain a certain lifestyle. We usually do what we expect, so I just chose to work harder and to have a better life for myself and my babies. So that's just how it is. And so I can only hope for the best, just like with anyone else, And so if I were to produce quality content, I would expect quality results, naturally, like anyone else on earth. So that's the reason you see TonyBomboni.com every video. But this video specifically, for the first time, I am actually genuinely sponsoring myself with a coupon code. So there's a 10% discount using coupon code TONY, TONY. So when you go on my website and you book my services for me, whether it be fortune telling services, Reiki, custom ASMR, you get 10% off. And that's great, because now I just reduced back my prices a bit for the holidays and until further notice. So because you guys have been just so great with support on there. And so when you book, you enter that coupon code, you get a 10% discount. It's great. Honestly, I always recommend my services. Here's why. Because most of the time, people who have booked my services at one point or another have booked again and again and again. So I think that proves how beneficial they are, I'm to this day surprised how accurate the tarot readings come out. And now that I've started doing the candle wax readings and the coffee cup readings, I'm like, it just blows me away when people message me after I submit their video that they paid for. Like, oh, thank you so much. This helped me. This was so accurate. And, just give it a try. It doesn't hurt to give it a try, especially if you like me as a person, you like my content, you like what I stand for. I'm always going to offer that, because nowadays it's every YouTuber can't just rely on YouTube. So that's a thing I'm going to have until further notice. I want to work for my dollar. I don't want to just get freebies. But at the same time, my bird, she's ready to eat. If you do feel drawn to give to me, I always say giving is returned back to you tenfold through the universe. Then I do have a donate button on my website on the front page, or you just go to paypal.me/TonyBomboni. So that's an option, you know. I never even shout that out ever. I don't push it because, again, I want to. It makes me more satisfied to work for my money. But at the same time, it's like, well, if someone wants to give me a freebie, why not? So, you know, that's up to them if they feel drawn to. And again, I have other services on my website: OnlyFans, Patreon, Cameo. OnlyFans is another thing I wanted to talk about. So again, check out that link below, 10% coupon code. I'm shouting it out now officially for the first time ever. And that's my way of giving back to you for all you've done for me. And that's going to be a permanent coupon code. And you can use it an unlimited number of times. A lot of people don't know, like, they can book like all of my services at once. You can book multiple of my services at once. Like if you book 3 Reiki sessions, or 3 tarot readings, I should say, I don't care, I'll do it. You know, I've had people do that before. So I've honestly, like, I don't expect this, but I've even had someone, I think, like, book something and they're like, oh, don't give me a video, I just want to support you. So if you want to do that, and you just let me know over email if that's what your decision is. I would personally feel bad for doing that, but again, it's just, I'm a workaholic. I just enjoy working. But again, that's up to you. I just, again, did not expect my family to move out so soon, and I tried to refinance, but I was not approved because of a couple other factors that I wasn't well aware of, you know. And I won't go into that because it's private. It has something to do with my advisor. I'm just not going to go into it. It's a private matter. But, you know, I was pretty upset. Like, oh, I got denied. This is not good news. I can afford this house, but it's like not a good feeling to be denied. Especially a refinance. It's like you're switching to a lower payment. I can afford a higher payment, and you're telling me I can't afford a lower payment, so it didn't make sense. But there's, obviously they check everything. There's multiple factors as to why. So I'm going to work on maybe improving that part of my life. You know, there's always something to work on. I'm such a perfectionist, and I know I've already come so far, but it's like I always want to do more and be better. But yeah, that was not nice to be rejected. It felt like being rejected at a prom date or something. Like, okay, I see how it is. Like when you're on the phone with a stranger and they're like, we're sorry, your application was denied. Please, I'm begging you. That's kind of how it felt like, but I'm over it. That's life. You gotta move on, right? So anyway, again, it was just a very difficult month, not to mention a very difficult year, because it's like, you know, you have to support your family's decisions, you have to accept and let it go, you know, and that's a very hard thing. It takes me so long to let something go and release it into the universe and trust that I'll be okay, I can afford this, you know. I don't have to move, you know. And I don't want to. There's a lot of grass space for my baby to play outside, you know. It's just very hard. Like, it's been such a hard month to, like, think about everything. And now I have to buy a new bed. And I have to, like, work on a lot of things. So, but yeah, I want to go into my OnlyFans because that's been a question a lot of people address. So I don't know if I made myself clear in like one video, but I did say my OnlyFans was 18 plus only content, and people were like, well, what does that mean? Like, so I was like, okay, you know, I don't really want to, you know, I don't know who's watching. I don't want to say like too much on here, you know, but it is explicit content. So you know what explicit means. So, you know, 18 plus explicit content. So that's what my OnlyFans is, you know. And I just had like a major life-changing experience recently. I won't go into it on here, but you'll find out on OnlyFans. And it's only $10 a month, and you get major discounts. Like if you subscribe for a whole year, you literally get 50% off. So it's only $60 for 12 months. So that's like $5 a month. Or if you subscribe for 6 months, it's 25% off, and it's $45 for 6 months, which is the equivalent of $7 a month. Yeah, so but I post every other day on there for now. But that's why I'm like doing my best to promote my services and get it rolling so I can even start posting every day on there. I already have over 100 posts on there, so for only $10 you get to see 100 posts with like hours of content, numerous pictures, and you know, it's great. I used to do work like that. I was always very open, like I said, about it. I made a story time about my OnlyFans and like why I did it and my past history with like sugar daddies and stuff and like online webcamming and like, you know, I have a past history of it, so it's not something that I never saw coming or surprised me. Like, it's always been a part of my life. I was always just so nervous to start and do it, especially living with someone, you know, and now I feel more comfortable sharing. And now I just ordered some things, toys, to use on there. So it's like, I'm really excited for it to come in the mail, and no pun intended. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get too far. But yeah, you get the point of what I'm trying to say and talk about here. But you know, I just so supportive, so many supportive people in there, like more than crazy. But like I said, I had a major life change recently happen, so I update on there, and it got me emotional, and I'm still emotional because it just happened yesterday, and I couldn't believe it myself. Like, I literally could not believe it because I've been struggling with this issue for so long, and again, I can't talk about it here, but I talk about it on there, that it's affected my dating life, my relationships. People were judging me because of it, but now that I can be normal, let's say, it's just a life changer. So go check it out if you want to know something about me you probably didn't know on here. So yeah, that's it. Onlybomboni.com. I have it, my own custom domain link. It's also on my website under my services tab. Onlybomboni.com. And again, I do emphasize the referral link is only for people who want to open an account. Don't open an account under the referral link if you're not going to make content. Okay? And you will not get a free subscription out of that either. A lot of people have signed up thinking that they would, but that's not the truth. If you do that, make sure to subscribe to my page and message me if you're going to start to post content, and then I will promote you. So that's what the referral link is for. But if you're not going to produce content, just sign up through my onlybomboni.com link, not the referral link, okay? Just a disclaimer. So I wanted to talk about living on my own again. So like the first day, I probably cried my eyes out because I was so overwhelmed with like all of this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to work so hard now again, you know? I don't know poopsies who were remembering my past history in my vlog channel. But that was the most stressful year for me. I was like overwhelmed with emotions. I didn't have therapy back then. So it's like I didn't know how to manage the stress. I didn't have tools in my inbox, in my head, like to deal with that level of stress and mental health issues. And now that I do, it's like I feel like I'm managing better. Still not perfect, obviously, as I don't think anyone ever is, but it was a lot. So I was like, the full time I was having fear of like being alone again, and like, you know, family's closer now. They're only like several 20-30 minutes away, not 20 hours away like when I used to be by myself. But I still felt like this fear and this stress, like, you know, that I couldn't support myself, I couldn't survive, you know, and I feel like the bigger space I have now is also scaring me because there's so much room. It's like I can literally fit 2 more people here. I mean, an extra family even. And sometimes I'm like walking around the house and I'm like, what am I going to do with all this space? But then I kept myself in check and was like, okay, well, be grateful for this space because right now people are losing their space. So, you know, I was like, okay, stop complaining. Don't get yourself back into who you once were. you have the resources now, you have the blessing to go through a super expensive schooling to acquire the knowledge to cope with anything in your life, and priceless friendships that have just been there for you, your backbone, and supported you. And even you guys on my videos, like, just commenting advice, and I just cannot thank you enough. Even people on my OnlyFans just like giving advice. I'm like, oh, it's not even an advice channel, but it's like, you guys have shown your love and support in so many ways, and I just wanted to make this pretty much one and only video just to, like, really say thank you from the bottom of my heart for, like, again, all these years and months and times when I thought I couldn't survive, or I couldn't make it, or I couldn't afford it, and I did anyway because you guys came through for me and helped me. I guess I'm in shock is what I'm trying to say, that I'm here today, and that things are changing and happening very fast. Now you guys were asking me even about the house, like, don't you own the house with someone else? Yes, I did, but they've removed themselves, so now I'm fully responsible. So that was the thing that, again, shocked me the most, because when you had a huge life contract with someone and they just cut it and leave you to fend for yourself, was very frightening to me, you know, and I still have a strong feeling I can sustain this, but the biggest concern now for me mostly is, if I were to sell and leave, where would I go, you know? Obviously I don't need too much space. I just need grass, you know? I need like a condo with some grass for my baby, right? And that's it, you know? But I wouldn't know where to go. That, like, I'll end up paying the same in rent as for the mortgage here, so it's just like, it's not even worth it to leave and have to pack all. I have so many just things that would just not even fit probably in a smaller space. So that's the reason I'm staying here. But I never felt attached anywhere I went. Like, any home I've ever been in, I never felt this is home. I never felt like welcome, or that I'm going to stay here long. And maybe that's for a reason. Maybe that's because God's pushing me to go places, meet new people, and have incredible amounts of change, which change is a huge revolution around my life for sure. It's never the same every couple of years. Never. I'm always on the move or doing something different. And I think right now more than ever that scared me, because what is that noise? I've never had such a huge burden, but at the same time responsibility, but blessing, if that makes sense. And I don't want to look at my own home as a burden, because I don't want to put that negative energy out there into the universe. But at the same time, I am a bit realistic in realizing maybe this is too much for me. Maybe I just need a week and just to get used to it. Again, this is only day 2 that I'm alone officially, so I've just been having an incredible amount of anxiety, dealing with all the stress and dealing with everything that is now placed upon my head. It feels like I won the lottery, but I have to pay for it. Like, that's how it feels like. It's a weird feeling, like, and I'm not sure if I necessarily like that feeling. But, you know, if I could afford it, obviously I would stay. It's such a blessing just to be here, and, you know, it's my house. It's under my name. I was approved for a reason. And because I can afford it, obviously, so. But just the pressure of that, you know, I just, is it going to be worth it to work hard for this? Do I really want it that bad enough? I think it is for now. But again, the part of me, that irrational human fear, also overanalyzes everything and says, no, you shouldn't, you should slow down, whatever, you shouldn't stretch yourself too thin. But I like to keep busy, you know? So it's just a constant battle with myself, like, and people have told me, like, get a roommate, Airbnb. Well, that's something I wanted to discuss. Something recently happened to me that I won't go into, but I made a live stream on my vlog channel recently that explained more in detail what happened. Still not fully, because I respect people's privacy, but there's a reason I don't trust anyone right now to bring them into my space. Renters can destroy a home as well. They're also unreliable, especially during these times. So, clearly the stress of what occurred in my life does not enable me to bring someone else into my space, especially the fact that I need silence to film, and not everyone gets that or knows what silence really is. So, like, I need complete silence. Like, I cannot make quality ASMR content without that. And countless times I've had to edit out, like, a fork tapping against a plate, someone opening the fridge, someone flushing the toilet, going to the shower, vacuuming, you name it. I've had to edit it in the last almost 3 years. And it took a lot of my time. And I'm just most of all grateful to be alone again in my own space, to work on myself and have the energy to just be and not have to tense up and be around a complete stranger like I've had to deal with, who, basically ended up doing something horrible to me, and that's what happened. So, moving onwards, another topic I wanted to discuss is my new idea. It's not really my idea. Well, okay, it is my idea because I've had this idea for years. Now, I've recently been in open talks and discussion with a good friend of mine who's helped me through so much. God bless them. But, it's online courses. So I thought, okay, again, the idea and the concept of I don't want to stretch myself too far and too thin because I'm already doing a lot. My website, OnlyFans, everything, right? But I wanted to do an online course that you can purchase that could perhaps make me passive income, but at the same time, I need time to do it, and I also need to know what to do. My first idea of a course was how to run a YouTube channel, how to start, how the basics, like what kind of lighting works best with this, what kind of equipment you want to buy, or stuff like that, maybe how to market yourself, etc. But I've always been at the same time against it, I would rather teach you that stuff for free, which I have on these videos many times. I've shown you how I edit my videos, I've shown you how I Photoshop thumbnails, I've shown you my setup of my equipment. But I constantly have new people come in and subscribe to my channel and check it out in general, even if they don't subscribe. And I've noticed that people forget easily. They don't even know I've done those videos, or they even forgot totally, and that's okay. And that's one reason why I wanted to make a course, so that I get as much feedback out as possible for a great deal, obviously, because it's going to be a pre-recorded content. So I'm not going to charge $500 for a course. Absolutely not. It'll be more around $50, it'll be $50 in a couple of hours, courses are usually generally on the pricey side, but I don't want to overcharge. I just want it to be something that people can benefit from and make an addition on my website. But again, I would like to, and preferably, promote my other services first, more, and then see where it goes. And again, have the time to formulate ideas for this course. So it's just a thought, but I thought I'd put it out there to see if anyone would be interested. Again, and I don't even know if I will do a YouTube course, because it's everyone and their mother has done a YouTube course. So I want it to be something special, like maybe how to be, but see what I mean, like how to be good at ASMR, but like in some people's eyes, I'm just not good. So I feel I'm good, but like I can't speak on everyone's behalf on what is good. You know, everyone's so different, and like I'm not like the king of ASMR. I don't call myself that. So like no one really is. It's just everyone has different tastes and styles. So like you see what I'm saying? Like overall, it just wouldn't feel right to make a course on something I'm not that aware of or that experienced in, even though you may think I am. It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sit right with me. So and just the idea of courses doesn't sit right with me right now. So it as a money-making idea, it's a good idea, but like I want to do what I enjoy long term, you know, and obviously I would build from that. I would make more courses down the line for different rates, but again, just an idea I would put out there, but for now I have no idea what to do in terms of a course that someone would want to pay for and educate themselves on. You could say Reiki instructor, but I'm not certified as a teacher for that, so, and I don't want to do that. I would rather do it, not teach it, you know, but I know that is a excellent way to further market yourself, make more money, etc. But for now, teacher is not in my title in the books, but in the future it may be if I feel like this isn't working or this isn't enough for me. But then if I get to that point, I really need time, like I said. So I'll see, but it's just an idea I wanted to put out. So I also wanted to ask you guys for any ASMR video ideas right now. And I might ask you again in the community tab, because I have just been maybe having a creative block lately because I've been going through an ordeal and so much stress and trauma that I was put through. That maybe if you had an idea for me of something I could do, then that would be great, you know. I'm going to slowly etch myself back into going to do wild out there content with like costumes and such. For now, the costumes are on OnlyFans. I had fun like doing like an Egyptian show like with music, and oh my god, it was so much fun. I even made a TikTok at Bomboni 3 dressed as Anubis. You guys remember my Egyptian Anubis roleplay? So any video ideas and requests, let me know in the comments below. So the next subject, why I haven't done soft-spoken videos in so long. So basically, I'm going to keep this straightforward and short. Even as I do soft-speaking now, I'm a bit self-conscious, just a tad bit, because I always feel like my whisper is better. And it's easier to speak in a whisper than a soft-spoken. Maybe because I'm a man, it's difficult for me, and like I have such a high-pitched voice for a guy. Like people on the phone, people in the drive-thru always immediately assume I'm a woman. And they're shocked when they see who pulls up, or when I say my name. It's like, oh, sorry, sir. Like I've gotten it countless times. I feel embarrassment, but you know, I don't hate my voice. I've listened to my voice thousands of times editing my videos, and it doesn't bother me. At one point it did, but that's with everyone. Like when they first start YouTube, they're like, oh, I hate my voice. It's obnoxious, it's nasally, whatever. I guess I just developed differently. Like kids used to always make fun of my voice. I sound like a girl, and I never got the deep guy voice by the age of 13 or 15 or whatever age. People get that low, vibrational, manly voice. And it used to bother me, but I'm like, whatever, you know. And I feel like the reason people watch my videos because like they like a sound of a woman's voice. So when they hear my voice, they really like it. And I'm sort of, I guess, I don't identify as the other gender, obviously, but it's like gender neutral in that regard, you know. And people are amazed by me, even like so many straight guys sign up for my OnlyFans because they want to see, you know, like they love women, obviously, but they're so fascinated by me that they like have a crush on me. It's just, it's cute. It really is. Especially when I wear makeup. Yeah, I have a video on there or two with makeup, and yeah, anyway, I won't go into it, but yeah, so I haven't done it also, the soft-spoken, because honestly, like, I always felt self-conscious, like, if someone's gonna listen at the door, what I'm saying, you know. And again, I was living with a person who I didn't consider family, you know, like a complete stranger to me, and I never felt comfortable around them. I always had just like bad vibes or energy. I don't know what it was about them, but anyway, I just didn't feel comfortable. So like whisper was the best way not to be heard. But at the same time, most important of all, it was my voice. I felt like I was straining myself because I always tried to do a soft spoken, and that would like hurt my vocal cords so bad after. Like they would feel inflamed. It would feel like I just sang in the car for 2 hours straight. So I didn't want to do damage because I thought, okay, I'm literally filming almost every day at the time, and this isn't good for me long term. I mean, it even does something after like whispering even for an hour or more, but soft speaking would do it so much faster. I would have to take like a cough drop or something. I think I'm okay now that I'm actually taking a sip of my beverage, but I hope you guys understand why I haven't been doing them for so long. And that was a huge part of it, you know? But you guys really like my soft speaking voice, and it's more realistic. It's not forced. Like whispering sometimes is a bit forced because nobody really whispers if you think about it. People only whisper if they have some secret to tell in your ear and someone is nearby. So that's always how it felt like. I always felt like uncomfortable in my own house. So that's the truth. I never openly spoke about it before, but now I am, because I'm like, I'm alone. I can say whatever the heck I want. Finally, freedom, right? And because of that, that's why I don't want to live with anyone else, because it makes my job exceedingly more difficult, and puts a strain on me. And I feel like energetically I can't give my all when someone is in the house. Does that make sense? So I wanted to talk about a new series I've been watching on Netflix, because I thought, like, might as well add this to the many things I've been doing lately. It's called The Barrier, and it is a Spanish series with a dubbed over English voiceover. And it is so juicy. Only one season so far, but so action-filled and dramatic. And it's 13 episodes. I'm not even done yet, but it's awesome. And I also wanted to talk about, and also that The Barrier, that show on Netflix, low-key, is emanating what could happen in our world. And it sounds a lot like what's going on right now. Anyway. Shameless, final season of Shameless. I've been watching Shameless since, I think, 2009, if I remember correctly. No, it was like 2000, and I think it was a late bloomer for like the first or second season. 2010, 11, the latest. I don't think it's, no, when did I move out of the house? Was it 2012? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I got into the game late, so they had like 10 or 11 seasons now. And this is their final season, which I was like, are you joking? Like, this is the final season. Are you kidding me? I was so disappointed. Everything went downhill once Fiona left, honestly. But I was watching the live stream of the first episode of the final season. And I was even typing in the live stream chats, and some of you were like, oh, Tony's on here. So fun. I can never get away with it. Like, anytime I join, like, even a small YouTuber's live stream and I type in the live stream chat, always, like, 2 or more people will be like, Tony's here. It's like, I guess I have been around a while, haven't I? To where, like, every time I type on a live stream, someone's like, Tony. It's so fun. But, yeah, so I was, like, typing and watching the show, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe, like, I actually almost cried, because I was like, that show meant a lot to me, because, at the beginning, it was, like, showing, like, this gay couple who were not out yet, and they were, like, slowly going out, getting to be open and out about their sexuality to their family. And it meant a lot to me at the time, because that's, I think, around the same time or year that I was going through that, and the pain of family knowing, and I just loved that show. It just struck with me. It was kind of dark, but at the same time, I'm like, I had so much darkness at the time in my life that it was like nice entertainment to take me away from my pain and realize that others are going through painful experiences as well. And it taught a lot as well. So again, shameless, go check it out. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I also wanted to talk about why I said I had no friendships. So make sure this is still recording. Didn't realize how long this would be, but basically, oh, now I have the time to make even longer videos. How great is that? Again, the more you support on my website, TonyBomboni.com, the more I'm able to buy different things for videos, produce more content for you. It's just how it works. It's like a gear, like a well-oiled machine needs functioning. If one gear doesn't move or work well, it can't spin the other one. So, anyway. So I, at the time, was in quite a depressed state because I've been dealing with this person living here, and they just started acting very erratic the last several months and being very aggressive in their behavior, and unfortunately it peaked to something where they lost control and went for me, and I called for help and everything. So I was like in a state where I just like shut everyone out to kind of deal with that for a while, because I didn't want to bring any of my friends into that energy or that space, because I'm just a huge believer, like anything you put out into the universe comes back, and it's just like I didn't want to project pain or always talk about my problems and my issues with people. So I pushed them away, and that was the true reason for that, and I didn't realize it until now, how accepting, loving, and supporting they were, and that they really did care about me and wish me well and care for my problems. So I do have friends, but I always say, like, at the time I didn't, because I was dealing with a lot of my own stuff. But now more than ever, friend is important to me and special, and I hold them close to my heart, because not only because I'm alone now, but because I now realize the value of friendship and how important they are. And life is pretty hard and long, so like, another pun for my OnlyFans now. But, I just didn't realize that it's a huge lesson I had to learn. And unfortunately, I've already went beyond the point of return for some people in my life, some of our past friends. But that's okay, because they weren't friends to begin with. You see, like, the ones that held on and understood me and my experience and what I went through, I now consider friends. So I think I needed to go through this to really see who my real friends are. Because real friends will hold on and wait for you and check in on you to make sure you're okay. That's the best thing you can do for someone, especially now. A lot of people are in suffering, okay? And you're not alone, and you just need that friend to check in and say, I understand how depression works. I'm here if you want to talk. You're not alone. Yeah, that's it. So that was my reason. So I wanted to address that. I've already addressed that I'm not sure what to do with my living situation, but that will vary on how hard I work and how well my website does. So I wanted to give some shout outs. So a couple of people I've been watching. One is Counselor Kurt, and I love his name. It's like every time he even says it, he does whispered videos like Counselor Kurt, Counselor Kurt. The word counselor is tingly enough, and then Kurt on top of that is like sometimes I'll just snooze out and wake up to the end of his video, and I'm like, no, it's over. And I play it back over and over again. Separate nights. But his first videos I watched, oh my gosh, like I'm getting tingles even thinking about it now. He's doing a thing basically where he's integrating therapy with ASMR, which why hasn't anyone ever thought of that before? But this is like genius. So basically on his website, he's doing a thing where he is giving therapy and like whispering and making sounds at the same time. And I wish this was around like through some of my like darkest, deepest problems. Like that would have been amazing. But like I like his idea. You can only book him if you're in Virginia, but I like his idea that he's integrating the two, so I thought I'd shout him out, and his ASMR is really good. He's just starting out, but he already has been on an article with, I believe ASMR University, Dr. Craig Richard. Shout out to him too, he's great, and he's done a lot for our community as well, so Counselor Kurt, awesome guy. I highly recommend him. You can also watch Stein ASMR. That's a new guy I've been watching. I watch mostly male ASMR artists. Yeah, all three that I'm mentioning now are male except one woman, but this woman that I'm about to mention next does not do ASMR. I don't know why I feel like nowadays only male ASMR triggers me. I don't know, it's just personal choice. But it's very rare that a female ASMR artist nowadays will trigger me, and I wonder why that is, because I used to enjoy them, female ASMR artists, more than male. I don't know why, it's like a thing now. But Stein ASMR, so basically I shout him out because he's doing what others haven't, and honestly it's like a stunt, like you know how stunt doubles perform dangerous activities. I feel like what he's doing is just as risky and dangerous, but that's because I'm a worrywart. I'm sure holding your breath for 4 minutes is not dangerous, especially if you practice and you do it. I'm just saying sometimes I'm worried because I see him like really putting in the effort and like being unable to breathe. Like you can see his chest expand, like trying to hold himself back to beat his record. So he does like 4-minute breath holds. I'm like, you go, kid. Like at this rate, you're gonna get the world record, which I think is like 20 minutes. I don't know, like underwater or something. But he does breath hold ASMR, but it's relaxing to hear his heartbeat at the same time. So he'll hold the mic to his chest, and he'll be shirtless, and it's just like, it's so relaxing to hear a heartbeat. And the breathing he does as well. So it's really relaxing along with his other trigger videos. So I really, really like his whisper. So tingly. Especially when he's like at the beginning, like, hey guys. And at the end when he's like, and as always, bye-bye. Like he does that pause, and the pauses between his speaking makes me tingle. Again, I'm just tingling thinking about it, so go check him out. Stein ASMR. I think he's from like a Dutch country, I'm not sure, but it's a very interesting channel. Great idea. I like channels that are different, that have new ideas, that come up with not just the same, like cranial nerve exam, whatever. Ronin ASMR is the next one, Ronin, and I think the O has like a little thing above it. Some different language, probably Russian, but Ronin ASMR. If you type Ronin ASMR Cole Sprouse, you'll find it, because I'm sure every video he gets a comment saying he looks exactly like Cole Sprouse, you know, from Sweet Life and Zach and Cody. There's the twins, the Sprouse twins, Cole and Dylan. He looks exactly like you see his thumbnails, every single thumbnail, he looks exactly like Cole. I'm like, Cole, is that you? I think it's him, but in Russian, like seriously, like same, like it could be literally his brother, his cousin, his twin, like identical twin, at least, like very, very close resemblance. I think the only difference is like the hairstyle, but oh my god, like same, but his voice, oh my god. I have not felt tingles in this long listening to someone speak. I'm feeling them now for sure, okay? He's so good, I may add him to my subscription box, my channel box, so you guys can subscribe. I'm feeling tingles all over as I speak, just thinking about it. I can't wait to go watch him later, because to de-stress and just zen out. He's the type of traditional channel that'll do like those basic cranial nerve exam stuff, but I'm not complaining. When your voice is that good, honey child, I will repeat your video. I will use the bathroom and listen to your video. I will cook in the kitchen and listen to your video. Like nowadays, like that's what I do. I've been having a high blood pressure lately, to the point it's concerning, and I almost think about going to the hospital. Like no joke, because I've been dealing with so much stress lately. You have no idea. So I'm literally some days so stressed that all day I'm just playing different of my favorite ASMR artists, and I don't know how healthy that is, but it's healthier than sitting in high blood pressure, and it works. It calms me down, and then I feel better. But all day I'm multitasking, doing different things, and I'm just popping in my headphones and listening to the ASMR just to relax. And this is one of many I've been listening to, so go check them out. Ronin ASMR. You will probably love the tingles as well. Another one I really quickly want to shout out, she is not an ASMR artist, but a tarot reader. She also does like the coffee cup readings, the candle wax readings. She'll do like spells. Oh my god, there was one she made with it, like, that was the day when my family officially left the house, and I was like crying just watching one of her videos, like for positive energy, abundance, manifestation. And no joke, she is so powerful, like literally I couldn't stop crying, and when she said believe in yourself, my lamp started to flicker, and that never happens. And even another time I heard something like in my closet move or shift. It was just wild. I was like, wow, it really works, and I just felt so much better after. And her tarot readings and candle wax readings and coffee cup readings in general are so accurate. Like the pick a bowl, pick a candle, pick a cup, pick a card. She nailed it like 99 out of 100 times. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm going back on older videos and watching her, and like she's a huge reason and inspiration for why I decided to start doing those bookings as well. Tarot I've been doing a while, but the coffee I've been doing a while as well, even well before I even knew others were doing it. I always knew it was a thing. I always did it with my family for fun. You know, Macedonians have a lot of like Turkish blood in them, and they just, the influence of Turkey in general. But candle wax, I think, is more of a Greek thing. I was never aware of it, but I know it's something to do with Mediterranean that kind of area. So, I started getting into that, and I've always been working with candles, doing like good witchcraft and spells and stuff like that. I have yet to try potion making, but I bet I can make some knowledge of, like, in the future of herbalism with that. But anyway, beyond the point, she's amazing. Go check her out. Nata Soul Tarot. So accurate. I love her voice. I don't know where she's from, but her presence, her aura, just like so powerful, and she tells it like it is, but she's so right. Even if it hurts to hear something, you need to hear that, and it's like, it just resonated with me. I don't know if you'll get ASMR out of it. Sometimes I do, especially with that spell video, like burning herbs, like I got like tingly, but yeah, it depends on, again, if you like female ASMR or not. So those are my shout outs, and one final thing I want to address before I end this off are my vlogs on my vlog channel. So Tony Bomboni vlog. Sometimes I post pick a card tarot readings on there, monthly tarot readings, like predictions for month of December. I just filmed one for month of January 2021. I filmed one for the year 2021 as well. And just basic overall general readings, and I also do daily vlogs of like what's going on in my life, and I'm just addressing it now because I just started doing the daily vlog thing again. So I'm giving it a shot, seeing how it works out. Again, just keeping myself in check so I don't overshare some things. I have to have personal boundaries. I respect that you guys respect my privacy, especially during this time, that I don't share too much about my situation, what's going on, just to respect their boundaries and their lives as well. Because I'm a public person, but at the same time I have to have a privacy as well. Just showing around the house what I do in my day, just fun little things, something new that's happening, or something new I get, I show you. Time to time we'll do little mukbangs on there. I like watching people's vlogs just because it feels like I'm there with them, and it's like keeping me company, maybe during a time where I'm feeling exceptionally lonely, and it's just comforting. So we'll see how it works, but again, go check it out, youtube.com/Tony Bomboni, or just type in YouTube search Tony Bomboni vlog, you'll find me. So that's it. Oh my gosh, for this video, you guys. I'm gonna get going now. Thanks for chatting and sipping with me. How much do I have left? Oh, my head looks so big in this glass. It's like I have about this much left. I'm gonna go finish up. Cheers again. Subscribe and tap the bell if you haven't yet, and check my website, tonybomboni.com, to book your own services for me. I can't wait to see you on there. It gives me so much excitement every time that email pops up on my phone that someone's booked. I prepare for your session. I do it as soon as I can. It doesn't matter what day and time you book. It only matters for my Reiki sessions, because I need a specific day and time where you're going to sit or lie down comfortably in the comfort of your own home and do the session from a distance. I don't call you. I don't message you at the same time. A lot of people tell me they have social anxiety. They don't feel comfortable being on the live chat. That's fine. That none of my content is live at all with you. I will just message you over the email and send you the video. It's very convenient. I never message you during the recording or while I'm doing it. No, I just record the session, then send it to you when I'm done. That's it. There's very minimal conversation. It's only if I really have to ask a question, like, oh, what was your question? You didn't type a question. Like, let's say if you book a tarot reading and if you don't have a question, that's fine. I'll just do a general reading using my intuition. But if you have a question, then I'll ask, what was your question? Like, if you didn't type it, so, but it doesn't matter what day and time you book. I usually get it done within a business day or two at most. Never ever more than that. So I get them done pretty quick. And, again, coupon code 10% off, Tony. So take care, guys. Cheers. Thanks for love and support. Thanks for hearing me out. This was, I thought, going to be harder to talk about than it really was. But I feel so comfortable with you guys that, again, it just feels like talking to a friend. So it made it easier on me to like express myself and share what I've been through the last month. I love you so much. Big hugs from me to you. Take care.